Are you a new high school teacher? Do you feel a little bit overwhelmed? Well, you're in the right place because today I'm going to tell you the best advice I ever got my first year of teaching that I still use today. And stay tuned till the end of the video for a free resource that I want to give you. Hi, and welcome. Here I like to talk about how to survive high school as a science teacher. My name's Kim, and I've been teaching high school science for over 20 years. And let's start with a story. Before I started teaching, I was a staff scientist and I worked in research and development at a couple of companies in their biology department. And the last company that I was working in was the company where I decided to leave the lab and go into teaching. And it had a lot more to do with the commute than anything else. I was commuting an hour to work every day and it was too much. And so I decided that I was going to move into a different field of work, and that's where teaching came in. So I gave them my notice, and my boss at the time, he was a really, really sweet man. He called me into his office and he told me, Kim, I don't think you can do this new career. I don't think this is a good move for you, and I think you should give it a little more time and think about what you're doing.
Oh my God!
And I was a little taken aback, and I just decided, no, that he was wrong, and I was going to go for it anyway. And I did, and it was the greatest move that I ever made. So my first year of teaching, I did feel overwhelmed, and I was teaching at the high school that I went to, and my mentor at the time, she was a wonderful chemistry teacher, actually my high school chemistry teacher. Shout out to Mrs. G, she's amazing. She sat me down and told me this piece of advice that I will never forget, and I have used ever since that first year. She said, focus on one thing a year. You're not going to do everything, and you're not going to be perfect, but focus on one thing a year and master that. And the rest, just do the best you can with for that year, because next year you'll focus on something else. Game changer. Honest to goodness, game changer. I switched my mindset and I decided, okay, yeah, this isn't going to be perfect, but I am going to get one thing as close to perfect as I can this year. And so my first year of teaching, I decided that was going to be guided notes. And then my second year of teaching, I decided that was going to be one lab that I was going to do with my students each week. And then my third year of teaching, I decided that I was going to do pre-recorded lectures for one of the classes I was teaching. And that's what I did that year. And over the years, I have built up my toolbox of items that I can use in my curriculum. And it has really helped me out over the years. So I cannot stress enough to you to just remember that nothing's going to be perfect your first year, and that's okay. Your classroom is your labor of love, and it's your work in progress, and focus on one important thing that you really want to get as close to perfect as you can for that first year. Now, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't accept help where it's being offered to you.
Thank you so much.
And with that in mind, I do have a freebie that you can add to your teaching toolbox. One of the most time-consuming aspects of teaching is correcting. So if you want some help to cut down the time it takes you to correct without sacrificing the quality of the feedback, I hope it makes your life easier so you can spend more of your time mastering what you're focused on this year and less of your time correcting. I hope that today's video helped you in some way to make your first year of teaching a little bit easier. Let's chat soon. Talk to you later. Bye.